Who really knows? So I had to jump on Bleacher Report today, and I saw something kind of crazy. It was 5 possible trades involving Kyrie Irving that may or may not go through. So I just want to go through each one and seeing what team.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland. You'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to beonair.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts
to fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports.
The score.
Beautiful night for baseball. A swing and a drive! Swing and a drive! He makes the catch falling down! He makes the catch on the track! And the Clippers win!
Are you here for the hot dogs, or are you here for the Clippers?
So improbable, the impossible has happened.
And the Clippers get the victory!
That broadcast school has really paid off.
Live from the Score On Air studios, you're listening to Columbus Clippers Live.
And welcome into the new generation of sports talk radio on ScoreOnAir.com. The Score, this is Columbus Clippers Live in here on another beautiful Saturday morning in Columbus, Ohio. Screwy Louie in here with my co-host as usual, G-Rob. Gary, good morning. How you doing?
Pretty good. Like you said, the weather is fantastic.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We were at the game last night. We'll elaborate more on that later. But, like, the weather, I mean, just to itself was, I mean, it was spot on.
Absolutely. It's that summer morning like they have right now. It makes you just want to stay outside, just enjoy nature. Beautiful.
Couldn't agree more. It's 68 degrees when you walk out the front door. It's sunny. I got the windows open. The AC's not even on in my apartment. It's great.
There's nothing better. I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment building, so there's nothing better when I can just open like all the windows and the patio door in the morning and turn the AC off. Yes. Let that fresh air flow in there. It's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, just leave that door open and just, the breeze is, it's just fantastic. This is like September weather. This isn't August weather.
But it's the kind of September weather you can deal with.
Oh, I love it.
We're into that point in the year where like the weather is like, it happens in the spring and it happens like early part of fall, late summer, where you get that weather that's like just right, where you're comfortable either, long sleeves or shorts.
Oh, yeah. I rocked the long sleeve or the hoodie and the shorts until about 45 degrees outside, and then that's when I start to put long pants on.
I'm the way too. Shorts, honestly, I can wear shorts, if it's 20 degrees outside.
If I'm not outside for very long, if I've got a decent car, probably with the car that I have now, I'd probably freeze. The heat works, but like my old car, I would feel comfortable doing that in because it'd be 95 degrees if I wanted it to be. So.
Yeah, my back when I drove my mom's Honda Odyssey in my senior year of high school, that thing could get up to like 80 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
You drove a van in high school?
Yes, I drove.
I didn't know this.
Okay, so I had a piece of junk car.
Sure.
It was a Chevy Prism. It just was always having trouble, and my mom had the Honda Odyssey, and my dad had a truck that he still has right now. And what happened is my parents bought this little Toyota Scion, a brand new car.
Okay.
And I was like, they got rid of my car, and I was like, so what am I going to drive? And I'm thinking, like, surely I'm not, like, they're not going to have me drive, like, the minivan. And they're like, you're going to drive the minivan. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
And in my head, I'm thinking, like, all right, we'll see how this goes. So the first day, like, I drive into, like, a school in this minivan, right? I pull in the parking lot. I get there pretty early, and my friend Ryan, he sees me get out of the van, and just gives me like this grin, just like this sly grin, and then like meet up inside the school, and he's like, Evan Lewis, the soccer mob. No, but I honestly genuinely I miss driving that thing because you could fit so many people in it.
Oh, I can imagine. So you got 2 up front, you got 3 to each deck at least 3, 6. How many decks did you have?
3.
Oh my gosh!
It had 8 seats in it.
Oh.
But you could also, here's the other thing too about that too. It had one of the deepest trunks I've ever seen in a car.
Okay.
Like if you had all the seats up, you could fit 2 people in the trunk comfortably.
Okay.
Granted, you're probably sitting on the ground, like, knees bent and everything, but yeah. So yeah, people may or may have not ridden in the trunk a couple times, and I may or may have not had 10 people in the van at one point going to lunch, but we never got caught. So,
did you guys have to wait until senior year before you were allowed to go to lunch for?
Yeah.
Okay, we did too.
The best moment I had, we usually had a group of about 10. One day, one group decided we were going to go to Chipotle, and one group decided we were going to go to McDonald's. I had a friend named Adam who always skipped. He actually didn't have lunch that period, but he always skipped and came with us.
Okay.
He was running late. The car that was going to Chipotle got out of the school parking lot first. Okay. We pull up to a light. He finds out we're going to McDonald's, and the rest are going to Chipotle. He gets out of the car that's going to Chipotle, okay? Now, mind you, the car going to McDonald's is already full. There's no seats left in it, okay? We're all crammed in the back seat, okay? He jumps into the car and, lays across us completely. And mind you, this is on Maxtown Road, like a busy intersection, so someone would have had to have seen it.
Right.
And I'm like, if we get caught, we're screwed. And I'm in the back, I'm just like, thank God I'm not driving this car.
That's awesome. Was somebody else driving the Odyssey that day?
No, we didn't take the Odyssey that day.
Oh, okay.
We took turns driving.
Okay. Cool.
I didn't drive every day.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, we
glad
did for sure.
that.
Call in or text us 614-641-0674. We'll be talking all things baseball. That's 614-641-0674. So bring us your questions or ask me if I have any other crazy stories from senior year. Really, that's the only one I have. I wasn't the craziest high schooler out there.
Yeah, so if you've got high school lunch questions or things you want to talk about,
absolutely.
now
Ask me what our go-to thing. I'll tell you this though, we had Chipotle Fridays.
I like it.
And I still do that now. I go out on my own on Fridays for lunch and I have Chipotle.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, we didn't get a Chipotle until well after I graduated high school, so I'm a little jealous.
Chipotle was really just starting to pick up the end of my high school career.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what year, whereabouts when they started.
They've been around since the mid '80s, but I don't really think they became super popular. At least it seems to me until early 2000s. Shout out to Unicorn Noodles for joining us on the Periscope broadcast. Just want to throw that out there right now. Hey. Interesting name, but hey, shout out.
You got to show love to all of our viewers.
I do. Yeah. Unicorn Noodles.
I like it. Let's see. We got about a minute 15 left. So I had a 91 Civic in high school, and a little box car, looked like a shoebox. The best part of it was the bumpers had steel in them still. So until 92 or 93, I think 92, they still built Honda Civics with steel in the bumpers. So one of the two fender benders I got into in high school, it's just because I apparently didn't know when to start braking or when to slow down. So it was sprinkling outside. It was a little wet, but nonetheless, I've got 3 other people in my car. And I happened to be one of the guys that could drive at the time. And what was I going to say? Okay, so I run into the back of this truck, and it's just a fender bender. I had scratches on my bumper. Not a big deal. This is a full-size pickup truck. I crushed the bumper brackets on the full-size pickup sitting in front of me at the red light.
From a Honda Civic.
A little 91 Honda Civic.
He's got some power to it.
Oh, my gosh, man. We got time for one more? Yeah, we got time for one more quick one. So there's this railroad track. I'm trying to remember where in Marysville it was. It's off Maple, maybe. It's not far from downtown at all. You hang a left past the UDF, and then there's the railroad track. But it's an elevated track, so you're going up to it, and it's kind of like a ramp. And when you're going a certain direction, and then it goes down like a half pipe would or something like that. So we got the smart idea to get it up to 50 miles per hour one day, and literally got all 4 tires off of the ground in the Civic.
Oh, wow.
The thing was still drivable afterwards, too.
Oh, jeez.
If I still had it, it would probably still be drivable to this day. You could not break this thing.
I have a 93, not 93, excuse me. I have an 03 Civic, and I love that thing to death.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
I love that thing to death. Well, when we get back from break, we will dive into what we were here for, the baseball talk. Clippers, Indians, and even the Reds, who actually, believe it or not, are kind of hot right now.
Weird.
And we will talk about another veteran pitcher firing a complete game last night. And Gary's over there shaking his head because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is Columbus Clippers Live. You listen to ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Nasty's Bar in Reynoldsburg is under new management. Located at 6150 East Main Street, the home for Taco Tuesday is rejuvenated and the home for great food and family fun. Nasty's Sports Bar is a great place for happy hour, serving $2 domestics, $3 glasses of wine, and $5 appetizers. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 614-864-2827 to find out the daily specials. Nasty's. Great food, family fun, with a cool name.
Listen to ScoreOnAir.com for your chance to win. Every Friday, we will be giving away a prize pack, and here's how you can qualify. Send us a message with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth to our Facebook or Twitter accounts. Just search Your Score on Air, or you can call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to win. It's that easy. A new winner will be selected every Friday at 7 p.m. This is your home for the new generation of sports talk radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
Does your son or daughter struggle with nerves when it comes to competing in sports? If so, it's important to know that this is perfectly normal. In fact, professional athletes struggle with the very same anxieties that your son or daughter does while competing. Nerves are a result largely because of cognitive appraisals, and what that means is how we perceive things often dictates how our bodies will respond. You might want to think of this as fight or flight. In fact, when I work with athletes, I ask them, do they view pressure situations as challenges or do they see them as threats? If they view them as challenges, they often gain confidence, sharpen their focus, and become even more motivated to succeed. But if they see the situation as threatening, that's when anxiety creeps in and usually compounds matters. So it's important that you look at skills that can help, including deep breathing, using imagery, and reminding your child of the importance of positive self-talk.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BeOnAir.com.
Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Are you looking for a new career? Not just a job, but a fulfilling career? If you want to work in media, radio, television, sports broadcasting, or film and video production, you need to check out the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus today. Their updated radio and television broadcasting program will even have you ready to work in a field you'll love in just 8 months. Stop by the Ohio Media School's audio and video studios today to see it for yourself. Visit BeOnAir.com. That's BeOnAir.com.
The Ohio Media School presents the inaugural Mastermind Exhibition, brought to you by the Pixel Design Group, Thursday, August 17th, 2017, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This year's theme is BYOA, Bring Your Own Audience. As a media professional or someone aspiring to be one, you don't want to miss the 3 breakout sessions at Mastermind Exhibition, led by top-notch media professionals that will teach you how to digitize your brand, entertain your audience, and find your audience. For more information and to RSVP for this free event, call 614-655-5250 and follow us on all social media platforms. Act now. Seats are limited.
Do you like talking Buckeyes?
Yes! Oh my God!
So do we.
Just not all the time.
We're home for the largest variety of sports talk. This is the new generation of sports talk radio. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
The Score.
Welcome back into Columbus Clippers Live here on ScoreOnAir.com. The Score, the new generation of sports talk radio. And we were talking in the first segment, before we went to break, about our high school glory days, if you want to even call them that.
I don't know if I'd call it that, but memories, I guess.
Do I look back on it and regret anything that I did in high school? No. because I never ended up in the back of a police van.
Let's see. Never in a police car. Well, I got 2 tickets, but they were like traffic-related offenses.
The traffic stuff doesn't count.
Yeah.
The majority of high schoolers do something stupid one time where they get a ticket or something.
Right.
Because you're just an inexperienced driver at that point in time.
True story.
Well, the Clippers, they did not have a good game last night at the end there.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'll elaborate a little bit more on that here in a few minutes, but
that was
rough.
They were up 5-0 going into the 8th inning, and they lost 8-5, and you're wondering what happened? Well, son, life comes at you fast sometimes, and it came fast to the Clippers last night. Sean Morimondo was cruising. He got pulled in the 8th inning last night, and then the bullpen proceeded to poop the bed, and the Mud Hens ended up winning the game.
Stupid hens.
Those damn hens.
I know, right? All right, let me get my calendar up here, and we'll start.
While Gary is pulling it up, I'm just going to go on a little tangent here.
Go right ahead.
The starting pitcher last night for Toledo, a gentleman by the name of Josh Turley, 26-year-old left-hander, 16th round pick of the Tigers back in 2012. Okay.
Okay.
Guy has maybe the slowest delivery to the plate I've ever seen in person. I time this delivery because I'm a nerd, and I do that kind of stuff. From the time of the windup, and I mean like not just like coming set, like actually like going into the windup and releasing the pitch, it was around probably an average of 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, some of them were closer to 3, to be honest with you.
And also, more times than not, he did not top 80 miles an hour. I don't know if he was throwing like a knuckleball or it didn't look like a knuckleball, at least. It didn't have the dip to it.
No.
Because I didn't see the ball just like floating in. Because you know how the knuckleball is, it'll just kind of float in. There's no spin on it whatsoever. The ball had spin, but I just don't know what was going on. And you were saying last night at the game, you're wondering, how in the world does this guy get to the AAA level?
Yeah, you and I were
I don't get it.
Chatting about that, and I looked down, like, he played at Baylor, so, I mean, a pretty decent baseball school. Anything in the South is decent, but, like, from Texarkana, Texas, so he's a Texas boy. He played at Baylor. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. If he had thrown more strikes, it might have been a 15 to 20 run game for the Clippers.
I honestly don't understand how you can be that. Well,
it always helps when Michael Martinez is on the other side of the lineup.
Okay, so I'm going to go into a little some details about this game since we were there last night. First off, Jason Kipnis, we'll get into him in a little bit, but I will briefly mention he played last night. He was 1 for 5, had an RBI triple. They got the scoring started for the Clippers. He looked good in the field, looked fine, looked healthy, which is good. Obviously, with the hamstring injury, if he laid out a triple, tells me the hamstring's just fine.
Right.
Okay. Michael Martinez, I've been on him a lot.
Kipnis had to hustle out that triple too. Like I mean,
he did.
Yes,
it wasn't
a stand-up triple.
No, it was not. But he ran hard and he got in.
Right.
So, yeah. But Michael Martinez just, like I said, I've been on him, and deservedly so. Last night, he was 0 for 4 and produced 7 outs.
I want people to succeed. I want baseball players to do well. It's just I don't understand. We traded him to Tampa for cash.
Right.
Tampa released him, then we signed him back up. Like I don't understand the man love that someone in management in Cleveland has for this guy.
I don't. And the whole thing about like, oh, he's a good clubhouse guy. At a certain point, you just have to cut your ways with the guy. You look at the box score from last night, and you see it. Like I said, he was 0 for 4 with 7 outs. So do the math if you want, but that's 3 double plays he hit into, and he hit into 2 double plays with the bases. No, excuse me, was it 2 or 3? Yeah, it was 2 double plays with the bases loaded. Yeah.
And then that weak pop fly to center field. We had a runner on third, but it definitely wasn't deep enough to get the runner in.
If you look at the box score for the Clippers last night, you always see you'll see to the far right, you'll see a category that says LOB.
I have never seen a number this big.
Which if you're not a baseball guy, is left on base. Okay, essentially, how many runners did a batter leave on base when he came up to the plate? Michael Martinez. Usually, you'll see a guy leave about maybe 2-3 at the most on base during a game. Michael Martinez left 10 guys on base last night. 10 men on base. Now, you're probably not expecting all those guys to score, but out of 10 of those, 2 or 3 of those should at least probably score. Maybe 4, I don't know. And
6 would still be a big number, even if he scored 4 of them.
Yeah, one guy for Toledo, Candelario, he left 6 men on base last night.
Yeah, 6 is a pretty outrageous number, let alone 10.
10's just nuts.
Yes.
And that's just something I can I can't that's not acceptable.
No, the guy's hitting 6th in the lineup last night, so I mean was in every position last night to be productive in some way or another. Hit a pop fly, somewhere in the outfield to score a run, or just hit the ball. Just hit the ball a little bit farther than the first baseman, or the pitcher for that matter. Like his last ground out was a 1-2-3 double play.
And see, I know Michael Martinez is not a power hitter. I'm not expecting Michael Martinez to go up there and hit a grand slam. Okay,
right.
I'm a realist. But at the very least, what you need to do is you need to do something to get those runners home.
Yes.
You can't be leaving men on base like that, okay? You leave 18 men on base total for the team, and you're responsible for more than half of that. That to me is just it's not acceptable, especially when you've left that many men on base.
So I was curious what his numbers look like the past several years because I've never thought of him to be, an average guy, which is kind of crazy being a speedster, and he's decent in the field. Decent. He makes routine plays kind of look like he made a diving catch. It was either last night or the night before. It was a nice catch, but it was a play that should have been routine. And then there was a play to center field last night. And I don't know why the guy's playing center field when you have Tyler Naquin on your team. I don't get it.
I think Naquin was DHing last night.
Yeah. But this is a routine thing. Like, he knocks Naquin out of center field at least a couple times a week. I just don't understand. Daniel Robertson would be a better choice in center field. But there was a play to center field last night that looked routine enough, and it literally took 3 steps in, and it was like, oh, crap, it's over my head. Like, the path to the ball was just not good. I don't know what the guy's contributing.
There was one last night in the, I think, 9th inning when Toledo added on their insurance runs. Martinez just took a horrible route to the baseball.
That's probably what I'm thinking of, yeah. So I'm looking at these batting average numbers since 2011. He was with Philly for the first couple years, and Pittsburgh for a year, and then Cleveland, Boston, Cleveland, and then back to Cleveland, whatever. So 196, 174, 175, 128. In 2015, he hit 267 in Cleveland and 38 ABs. Okay, whatever. 238 the following year and 106 ABs. That was between Cleveland and Boston, it looks like. There's numbers that he's not going to be a productive hitter at the big league level. So what's
I don't know. He's 34 years old. He's 34 years old. Like what are you honestly doing with the guy now?
I don't.
He's a 194 lifetime hitter with 571 at bats. That's a full season's worth of ABs, essentially.
Yes.
Right? If you play a full 162 games. And his on-base percentage is 243. Okay. So he struck out almost 100 more times than he's walked. He's hit 6 home runs a lifetime. He's got 42 RBIs. For the record, he is when did he homer? His last home run, okay.
Wasn't this
Since
year.
2012, he has 1 home run, and that was last year with the Indians.
So it looks like his minors. I got his minors career numbers up. Looks like he's a career 267 hitter at the minor league level. 267.
This guy with the Indians, somehow he's hitting 257. I don't know. That seems almost like 400 for him.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I just, at some point in time, you just got to cut your ties with the guy.
Yeah, 3,200 at bats, 857 hits. This is at the minor league level. 267, 489 strikeouts, which is kind of high. 234 walks, so twice as many, almost 60% more, strikeouts than walks. 300 and some RBIs.
The most games he played in a season was his rookie year in 2011 when he was 28.
Yeah.
Played in 88 games, 209 ABs, 196 batting average.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, what is the obsession here? You have guys at the AAA level that can play several positions, so I don't know what he's necessarily. Like, Eric Stamets was in the studio a couple weeks ago. Guy can play second, third, and short. Martinez can do the same thing. Like, he can play anywhere in the infield too.
And I get that guys like that may have certain value to them because of the fact that they can play multiple positions, and you've got that flexibility to give your lineup. But it's limited when your bat can't do anything. Like Jose Ramirez can play third base, shortstop, second base, and left field.
Well, Chisenhall can play right field like he does. He can also play in the infield.
Yeah. You got those guys, but they're good hitters.
Well, that's kind of my point, is you've already got guys that can be flexible. Like, you've already... What I'm trying to figure out and what I'm trying to piece together in my mind is what is he bringing to the organization that you aren't getting somewhere else?
On the field, he isn't bringing anything.
No, his routes to fly balls were horrible last night.
I'm talking about, like, defensively,
yes,
and at the plate. Now, he might provide something in the clubhouse. The only thing I can see maybe for him that he provides is he's from the Dominican Republic. So you've got the younger Dominican players who are just now coming to the States for the first time and trying to accumulate or get accustomed to the American culture and the way things are done here in the States.
Cool.
That would be,
make him a coach.
That would be the only thing like I can think of, honestly.
Yeah.
Would be that. Like somebody like just a Francisco Mejia, because he's a young player. I don't know if he's Dominican or whatever, but he comes from a Spanish-speaking country.
Right.
So you can look at that, and that's just one example. But the guy's 34. He's not doing anything, okay?
Right.
By the way, Francisco Mejia is from the Dominican Republic.
He is, yeah. He's 21 years old now. I knew he was in his early 20s.
There's another Dominican we will talk about later in the show.
We've actually got to hit a quick break. You want to take us to break, Evan?
Yes. When we get back, we will wrap up our talk on the Clippers, and we will dive into the Indians and Reds as well, and talk about that complete game last night from a certain someone. You're listening to Columbus Clippers Live, ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts.
Fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to ScoreOnAir.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to ScoreOnAir.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. ScoreOnAir.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
OH.
ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio.
The Score.
NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling is looking for interns. Have you heard of Ric Flair? Well, this is the company that brought you Ric Flair before he went to the WWE, and we're looking for interns to work behind the scenes hand in hand with production, with audio, with video, and with podcasts and radio. Contact Damon Dury, the big dog, at 740-971-3968.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland. You'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to beonair.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you covered. You will receive at the Ohio Media School.
You're listening to the home of heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping sports.
Broadcasting from Ohio Media School in the greatest city in the state.
In the greatest state in the country.
In the greatest country in the world.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com.
And welcome back into the new generation of Sports Talk Radio. ScoreOnAir.com, the Score, Columbus Clippers Live. Gary, I'm really glad that we got to spend basically an entire segment ranting about our hatred for Michael Martinez and our disdain for him.
I had an internet page brought up on my computer screen, and then I was like, I think we're at least 5 minutes into this, and I look up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 26 after. We just spent an entire segment on... Yeah.
We wasted an entire segment on Michael Martinez.
Well, I think before we get distracted again, I'm just going to dive right into the week, if that's okay with you.
Go right ahead.
Awesome. Okay, so Sunday was, let me pull up my schedule real quick, because there were a couple rainouts this week, and I just want to make sure I get them correct. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so Saturday last weekend after the show, they actually had a monsoon essentially in Norfolk at Harbor Stadium. So the game was washed out and scheduled for a doubleheader the following day on Sunday. So game one on Sunday was a kind of a rough one for Clippers ace Sean Moramondo. Got touched up in the rain delay game from Saturday. Went the complete 6 innings. So the makeup game actually got cut in not half, but they played 6.5. I think they played 6.5 full innings. So Moramondo gets the complete game 6-inning effort in this one. Gave up 7 hits, 4 earned, 2 home runs, but still struck out 9. So he wasn't horrible. It's just left a few in the zone. Offensive highlights in this one. Daniel Robertson continues to just hit the cover off the ball. He went 3 for 4 with the double in this one. Kipnis making a rehab start down in Norfolk, which is kind of unusual. Usually what they do is they just send him to Akron until Columbus comes home. So this was actually kind of unique that Kipnis made the trip to Norfolk. He went 0 for 3 in this one, was relieved by Eric Stamens later in the game as a defensive replacement. So we got his three sticks. Nothing really to report there. Ronnie Rodriguez is staying hot, continues to mash, going 2 for 3, 2 RBIs and a double to add to the ledger in this one. Which was a 4-3 loss to the Tide. Game 2, they actually got to play this entire game, which was nice. Which is still strange. You know, you only played 6 innings in the first one, second game, whatever. Yes, so this one started out rough for the Clip Show with the Tide scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second. So they're out to an early 4-1 lead. However, in the third inning, Yanni Diaz comes up. And he's hitting the ball well in AAA. It's translating. He started the season in Cleveland. Got sent down to AAA just for space reasons. It wasn't anything he was doing wrong. He was actually hitting the ball well in Cleveland. Continuing to hit the ball well. Hit a 3-run bomb to left field to score Robertson and Stamens to make it 4-3. Later in that inning, Nelly Rodriguez, who is really starting to turn things around now, singles home Tyler Naquin to tie the game at 4. Later on in the top of the 6th inning, Tyler Naquin singled to right field, scoring Yandy to tie it again, making it 5-all. Columbus finally took the lead in the 7th for good on a Daniel Robertson single to center field, plating our best friend. Ronnie Rod continues his hot hitting, tripling home Daniel Robertson later in that inning to put Columbus up 7-5. And then finally in the ninth, Ronnie Rod comes up big again, doubling to center field, scoring Robertson once again. Travis Banwart would pick up the win and throwing the final 2 innings for the Clippers in this one, and an 8-2 victory over Norfolk. So Monday was an off day, which is not something they have very often in minor league baseball, so they all got to kind of hang out and relax on the drive home. Tuesday was back home with the Indianapolis Indians, the AAA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ryan Merritt started this one. He was solid again, improves to 8-5, going 6 innings, giving up only 2 hits, striking out 4, which are very typical Ryan Merritt numbers. Cole Sulser, something like that, came on in relief in the 7th, gave up 2 earned, also struck out 2, going 2 innings. And then Luther Head, he went an inning and 2/3. Yes. So Luther Head came in the bottom of the 8th, threw the final out of that inning, and then picked up the save, throwing the final inning. Bending, but not quite breaking, giving up 2 hits, a walk, striking out 1, but not giving up any runs. Offensive highlights in this one were Richie Schaefer going 1 for 4 with a 3-run homer.
The 1-0. Swung on, hit to center field, hit well. Ortiz racing back. It is over his head. It's over the wall. 3-run home run, dead center field. Richie Schaefer unbreaks the tie.
Well, that's a Richie Schaefer home run, just squaring it up and driving it, and that after striking out a couple of times earlier. That's how Richie's season has been. But when he's hit it a long ways, and that's why
Yeah, Schaefer just continues to pummel the ball. I mean, I think he hit
does, yeah.
5th last night, but that's just because Yandy and Kipnis were in the lineup. But, I mean, just hits just having a heck of a season.
He is. You're absolutely right about that.
He's probably going to have 100 RBIs at the AAA level this year. I mean, I think he was at 79 before last night.
That was Diaz?
No, Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Yeah.
100 might be a stretch. How many? Well, you got a month left. It's possible, but you'd have to have a heck of a pace for that.
He's got 38 games or so left.
So it's doable.
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to throw out there.
Shoot.
Zach Meisel from Cleveland.com asked the question last night on Twitter. He said, Indians fans, it's the bottom of the 7th, it's the bottom of the 9th of Game 7 of the World Series, up by 1. Who do you want pitching?
Oh, gosh, I saw this.
Jose Mesa, which if you're an Indians fan that's old enough to remember that, you all know Jose Mesa well enough. Brian Shaw, Twitter's favorite relief pitcher, or Michael Martinez. Now, I'm a reasonable guy here. I voted for Shaw, even though I've been able to really defend him lately. I'm a Brian Shaw defendant, unfortunately.
I think he's a pretty damn good pitcher.
He's not that bad. Indians fans are freaking out. We'll get into that later. But I was like, before even clicking on, I'm like, I'm gonna guess Michael Martinez is winning this vote, and sure enough, he's winning at 43%.
Does he just win this on his smile alone, or?
No, he wins it because Indians fans hate Brian Shaw.
Okay. Didn't Michael Martinez throw an inning or something last year? Or?
I don't know.
I think he threw a perfect inning or didn't give up.
You're
any
asking me
runs
to
or
pull up
something.
a hitter's pitching stats, which I really do not feel like doing at the moment, okay?
Fair enough. I'm going to try to get through a couple more days worth. We've got a minute and 20 here. We may have to spew it over into the next segment, which is fine because we have a show called Columbus Clippers Live, and we can do that. So
that's true.
Yeah.
It's our show. We run how we want.
So Wednesday. All right. Wednesday was a 6-3 win over Indianapolis. Veteran Chris Nervison went 6 innings, giving up 3 earned, 2 Ks. Tyler Epler of the Indians was credited with the loss in relief, going 4 2/3. It looks like their starter only pitched a third of an inning or 2/3, so he may have got hurt. I know, great reporting here. Kyle Crockett came in for the save, going an inning and a third, 2 Ks, having quite the rebound here from what we're used to. I think we saw Crockett pitch a little bit last night as well. Yandy 3 for 4, an RBI and a double. Naquin 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. Hit that home run off of the scoreboard, which I believe I have that here.
Leaning towards second, though, this time. Not going. The pitch is hit high in the air and deep. Way back to right field and gone. off the scoreboard. Tyler Naquin, with a big swing of the bat, gives the Clippers the lead. Second home run for the home team here in the bottom of the fifth inning, and it is 4-3.
Yeah, it was a shot, too. I mean, the right fielder turned around, took a step, and just stopped. It was off the scoreboard. Time of the game was 2 hours, 52 minutes. 8,700 people attended. Yeah, it looks like we're going to hit a quick break. I'll wrap up our Clippers chat when we come back. You're listening to the new generation of Sports Talk Radio, ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
This is Reflog18, and you are listening to Score on Air.
Hey guys, Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Get the training you need to get a job you will love. The Ohio Media School has classes in radio, television, sports broadcasting, and film and video production. Visit BeOnAir.com today to get started. That's BeOnAir.com.
What's good, Big Game James?
How you feeling, D.O. Jr.?
My guy, I'm super excited. High school sports are starting back, man.
Man, I'm even more excited because we got this new show starting. Tell the people what we doing, D.O. Jr.
Man, we starting the Central Ohio High School Showcase, the COHSS.
That's right. We're covering football, basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball, and track and field. If it's in season, we own it.
Hey, you know we do this for the kids, man. You can listen live by going to ScoreOnAir.com via the TuneIn app, or watch us streaming live by going to the Score On Air YouTube channel,
the COHSS. Giving you nothing less, showcasing Central Ohio's best.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
Probably not a week goes by where we don't hear of some story in the sports world about an athlete using steroids or some other performance-enhancing drug. Unfortunately, a lot of these same stories have trickled down to youth sports, and we see an increasing number of kids turning to different means and measures to help improve their sport performance. Steroids, HGH, and even some of the ADHD drugs like Vyvanse, Adderall, and Ritalin have been used to improve focus and on-field performance. It's important that parents watch what their kids are taking, especially when it comes to nutritional supplements. Keep in mind these are not governed by the FDA, and in many cases we don't have enough research to tell whether there will be long-term negative effects. Train right, eat right, do moderate weight training and solid cardio work, and you'll be in the best position to get the most out of your youth sport experience.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BeOnAir.com.
The Score wants to make you, a winner. Each week, ScoreOnAir.com is giving away a prize pack that'll knock your socks off.
Ouch, hey, that hurt.
How? First of all, like us on Facebook, and every Monday we will pin up a post to the top of our feed updating you on what the week's prize and contest details are. Now here, take your socks back. A winner will be selected every week at 7 p.m. Friday on our combat sports show, Tyson's Punch-Out. So give us a call or text to get qualified. This is your home for the new generation of Sports Talk Radio and weekly prize giveaways. Here's how to qualify. Message us on Facebook at Your Score On Air or Twitter, also at Your Score On Air with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth. Or you can just simply call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to qualify to win T-shirts, sporting memorabilia, and more. This is your home for the new generation of Sports Talk Radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score. The Ohio Media School wants you to be part of the first ever Mastermind exhibition on August 17th, 2017 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the Columbus campus. We are teaming up with experts in radio, television, and digital media to help you identify, entertain, and leverage an audience to promote your personal brand. This year's theme is BYOA, bring your own audience. Don't miss the first ever Mastermind exhibition on August 17th, 2017 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Ohio Media School.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio in Columbus. Online sports radio, WSOA ScoreOnAir.com, the Score.
The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
The Cincinnati Reds notched a 9-1 win over the Pirates on Tuesday, August 1st. Rookie right fielder Jesse Winker contributed by swatting his first home run in the Bigs. This was the fourth time the Reds' number 6 prospect has been called up this season, and Winker appreciates the opportunity to contribute to the club.
It's huge. You know, it's something you wait for ever since you're a kid. You get the opportunity to play in the big leagues and get the opportunity to show that you belong and that you can help contribute. So just going to take it day by day and play hard and see where the chips fall.
The Reds played 2 more games in Pittsburgh before beginning a 3-game homestand against St. Louis. In a memorable game at Fenway, the Tribe fell 12-10 on a walk-off 3-run homer by Red Sox catcher Christian Vázquez. The seesaw game was back and forth between the two clubs and saw a contender for Catch of the Year when the Indians' Austin Jackson jumped into Boston's bullpen to rob Hanley Ramirez of a home run. The Tribe holds first place in the AL Central by 2 games. They will host the Yankees at home for 4 games starting on Thursday. And legendary Notre Dame football coach Ara Parseghian has died at age 94. He won national titles in 1966 and 1973 and retired in 1974 with a record of 95, 17, and 4. He was known as one of the Holy Trinity of Notre Dame's coaches, along with Newt Rockne and Frank Leahy. This has been Monger Squiz with your Score Center update.
Welcome back into the new generation of Sports Talk Radio. ScoreNerd.com, the score. This is Columbus Clippers Live. A friendly reminder to all our listeners out there, you can call on or text us at 614-641-0674. Again, that's 614-641-0674. As we went into the break, Gary was recapping our Clippers week. And where were you at? Tuesday? Wednesday?
I just finished Wednesday, so I just got Thursday and then Friday to quickly recap.
All right, so he will go on to that, and then we will dive in and talk about the Indians.
Sounds good. Thursday was a great day to be a Clippers fan. Jarrett Grube on the bump, going 7 innings, 2 hits. Picking up the dub in this one. Drew Hutchinson was credited with the loss for Indianapolis, going 6 innings, 2 earned, striking out 3. The big news today or Thursday was with this victory, it moved the Clippers into first place in their division.
Yeah, for the time being, it did,
which is exciting. So playoff time is always fun around here because what they usually like to do is give away free tickets. Usually, tickets are free.
If they have to reach a certain amount, I don't remember what the amount is, but they have to reach a certain attendance number.
Oh, for the season?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Gotcha.
For the tickets to be free, yeah.
So there's more motivation to get out there and enjoy some baseball in the month of August.
Get off your butt. Go see a Clippers game.
Yeah.
Your vote counts. Your ticket counts for something.
Yeah, we ate up in the new restaurant yesterday, and actually it wasn't half bad.
No, it held me over.
Yeah, I mean, I had some wings. I don't know if you appreciated them as much as I did, later on in the evening. But if you're picking up when I'm dropping
this morning, maybe. Okay. I don't want to get into too much detail. We might turn away our listeners.
So they move into first place with this one and the sweep of the AAA affiliate of the Pirates in the Indianapolis Indians. Time of this game was 3 hours 4 minutes. With a total of 17 hits, the Clippers put on an offensive clinic. Robertson continuing to just hit the crap out of the ball, going 4 for 5. Yandy 2 for 4. Schaefer 2 for 5. Almonte going 2 for 5 with a couple RBIs. Naquin 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Ronnie Rod 3 for 4 with the dinger, and Nelly Rod with 3 for 4, 3 RBIs and a home run as well. Before this week, Nelly Rod was hitting like $160, so this is a nice change of pace. Friday, let me find Friday's notes. Here we go. I used 2 different notebooks to write these down, so I've got to find each of these. So as we alluded to earlier, they lost 5-8 to the Toledo Mud Hens. Sharon Armstrong picked up the loss in this one. Moromondo was terrific through 7. Got into the 7th inning, left a couple base runners on. Sharon Armstrong couldn't come in and clean up the mess for him. Armstrong was only credited with 2 of the runs scored in that inning, but I believe it was 6 or 7. It was 6 in that inning that were scored in total. Moromondo's day was solid, 99 pitches, 67 for strikes. Took a no-no into the 5th when Toledo finally broke through. Armstrong gave up six runs. 2 of those were credited to him, 4 to Moromondo, 2 to Armstrong. And as we were talking about, the other frustrating part of this one was Michael Martinez was responsible for 7 outs and 4 ABs with 10 runners left on. Columbus still scored 5 runs and probably should have scored a lot more off of who was pitching. But, 10 runners left on that's going to hurt. Offensive highlights in this one. Friend of the show, Eric Stamets, had a key sac fly in the 5th. Tyler Naquin went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Yandy 2 for 3, and Nelly Rod 2 for 4 with his home run in the 4th.
Base hit. Yandy walked. Tyler Naquin reached on an air. Nelly Rod swings and skies one to left field. Huntington Park's not going to hold this one. It's way out of here. Over the left field bleachers, off the concourse, and bounces up to the second floor of the left field building.
That was a shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to throw it out there. That was an absolute moonshot. He hit it way up on that black wall in center field.
He did. That like maybe 10 or 15 feet from the top of the batter's eye. It was a shot. Just to the right of direct center field, yeah.
Yeah.
So that, unfortunately, Columbus falls to a half game back of the Indians after that one. But coming off a sweep of Indianapolis, which was huge, they still hold a lot of tiebreakers. So I mean, we're still in a good spot. So yeah, not a horrible week for the Clippers, but they've got a doubleheader today starting at 1 o'clock. So right after you get done listening to our show, head out to Huntington Park. I believe tickets are only $5 for the
first
game 1.
And it is Diamond Dog.
Yes.
Special edition Diamond Dog night. Saturday afternoon Diamond Dog night.
I love it.
That's the way to go.
Get down there. Well, throw us on the radio, but get down there early because Pelotonia is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, what I used to do was I used to park on Neal Avenue, like down by the Giant Eagle. Don't park in the parking lot; you'll get towed. But park on the street. It's free. You just got to walk. It's like a half mile. It's less than a half mile to walk, and it's fantastic.
Gary, I'm an American in 2017. I can't do that much physical exercise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got for the Clippers. Not a bad week. I look to see his rebound today. We'll pick up at least one, if not both of them today, I think. So
I'm going to circle the wagons and go back to last Saturday and talk about the Indians.
Sweet, we got 2 minutes.
Let's just get through the Chicago series and then we'll hit the break.
Oh, real quick tease, we've got a special guest calling in after noon, so you have to listen in and see who that is.
That sounds good. Saturday, the Indians won their 9th straight game, defeating the White Sox 5-4. Corey Kluber had 6 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts, another dominant performance by him. The Indians took an early 4-0 lead thanks to a Michael Brantley sacrifice fly, an Edwin Encarnacion single, and an Austin Jackson double. The White Sox made it 4-3 on a 3-run home run by Jose Abreu, and then tied the game in the 6th inning on a Tim Anderson double. The game remained tied until the top of the 9th inning, when with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Brandon Guyer stepped to the plate, and in typical Brandon Guyer fashion, he was hit by a pitch. This man has a baseball magnet on him. It is amazing. That was the winning run for the Indians. Cody Allen retired the White Sox in order in the bottom half of the 9th to get the save. Sunday started out promising for the Indians, but it became a nightmare in the end. Josh Tomlin looked promising early on, was pitching probably the best he's pitched all year. 4 innings, had not given up a hit, struck out 5. They had to pull him after 4 innings. Lone offense for the Indians in that game came on a Francisco Lindor home run. Leury Garcia tied the game off Nick Goody in the 6th inning. And then Matt Davison won it in the 9th for the White Sox with a 2-run home run off Brian Shaw. When we get back from the break, we will wrap up the Indians, talk about their series with the Red Sox, and one of the more exciting games of the year. You are listening to Columbus Clippers Live on ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland, you'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to BeOnAir.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts
fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to scoreonair.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to scoreonair.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. Scoreonair.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
IO.
Scoreonair.com, the new generation of sports talk radio.
The Score.
Are you someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you covered. You will receive training from professionals that are actually in the industry. The Ohio Media School will get you where you need to be for a successful career in this exciting, expanding field. To schedule a visit, call 614-655-5250 or go to beonair.com. Stop dreaming about a career in sports and make it a reality at the Ohio Media School.
Attention gamers. You want to play video games, right? But you want to show the world. The world, Craig. Well, Ohio Media presents Next Level Education. Join our live Twitch stream from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Friday. Learn how to stream and play video games all at the same time. Say what? Now that's what I call Next Level Education. Next Level Education. Brought to you by the Ohio Media School. The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
The Cincinnati Reds notched a 9-1 win over the Pirates on Tuesday, August 1st. Rookie right fielder Jesse Winker contributed by swatting his first home run in the Bigs. This was the 4th time the Reds' number 6 prospect has been called up this season, and Winker appreciates the opportunity to contribute to the club.
It's huge. You know, it's something you wait for ever since you're a kid. You just the opportunity to play in the big leagues and get the opportunity to show that you belong and that you can help contribute. So just going to take it day by day and play hard and see where the chips fall.
The Reds played 2 more games in Pittsburgh before beginning a 3-game homestand against St. Louis. In a memorable game at Fenway, the Tribe fell 12-10 on a walk-off 3-run homer by Red Sox catcher Christian Vázquez. The seesaw game was back and forth between the two clubs and saw a contender for Catch of the Year when the Indians' Austin Jackson jumped into Boston's bullpen to rob Hanley Ramirez of a home run. The Tribe holds first place in the AL Central by 2 games. They will host the Yankees at home for 4 games starting on Thursday. And legendary Notre Dame football coach Ara Parseghian has died at age 94. He won national titles in 1966 and 1973 and retired in 1974 with a record of 95, 17, and 4. He was known as one of the holy trinity of Notre Dame's coaches, along with Newt Rockne and Frank Leahy. This has been Monger Squiz with your Score Center update.
You're listening to the home of the latest sports news and updates in Columbus.
Streaming live on YouTube and the worldwide TuneIn Radio app. This is ScoreOnAir.com.
What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Irwin, a.k.a. The Beard, and I am actually joined with
the Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland. You'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to beonair.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
The Cincinnati Reds notched a 9-1 win over the Pirates on Tuesday, August 1st. Rookie right fielder Jesse Winker contributed by swatting his first home run in the Bigs. This was the 4th time the Reds' number 6 prospect has been called up this season, and Winker appreciates the opportunity to contribute to the club.
It's huge. You know, it's something you wait for ever since you're a kid. You just the opportunity to play in the big leagues and get the opportunity to show that you belong and that you can help contribute. So just going to take it day by day and play hard and see where the chips fall.
The Reds played 2 more games in Pittsburgh before beginning a 3-game homestand against St. Louis. In a memorable game at Fenway, the Leahy. This has been Monger Squiz with your Score Center update.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland. You'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to beonair.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Welcome back into Columbus Clippers Live on the new generation of sports talk radio, ScoreOnAir.com, The Score. Screwy Louie in here with G-Rob, and I had a little bit of popcorn during the break, and now I got a kernel stuck in my teeth on the upper part of my jaw, and it's really annoying me. I can feel it there, and I just can't. I'm trying to get it out, and it's not working for me.
Oh, that's rough.
Call in or text us at 614-641-0674. Again, since I stumbled over that, 614-641-0674. And tell me if any easy ways that I can get this popcorn kernel out of my mouth. Or you can just call in and tell me to quit crying.
Yeah, either one works. I mean, I'll field the phone call either way.
So please, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Jumping back right into the Indians bandwagon, we had left off that they had lost their series finale with the White Sox and ended their winning streak at 9 games, 3-1. Traveled to Boston on Monday. Looked like a favorable pitching matchup. Mike Clevenger going up against Doug Fister, who had not won a game all year long. And it ended up being one of those games for the Indians where you just want to forget it.
I just to interrupt you real quick, I looked at that pitching line beforehand, and I'm like, that is the safest bet you're ever going to have this year.
At Fenway Park, yes.
Yes.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Way wrong. Mike Clevenger only made it through the 3rd inning. He gave up 5 runs. More alarming, he had 4 walks and just 2 strikeouts.
Oof.
The Indians' bullpen held Boston to 1 run, but the damage to Clevenger was enough. And then for whatever reason, Doug Fister decided to be like, I don't know, Pedro Martinez, kind of, in a sense, and picked up his first win of the year, giving up just 2 runs over 7 2/3 innings, the only blemish being that 2-run homer to Bradley Zimmer in the 8th inning, which ultimately provided to be too little too late for the Indians as they dropped that game. Tuesday might have also been a safe bet in a sense on paper going into it. You had the pitching matchup of Chris Sale going against Carlos Carrasco. And at least for me, I expected a low-scoring affair. I would expect like a game that's like 4-3, 3-2, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was dead wrong in this. I was so off. The Indians get to work right away in the 1st inning. I almost said Michael Martinez. We talked about him. We said his name way too much on the show today. Michael Brantley. RBI single got the scoring started.
We're going to have Martinez on the show before it's all said and done, as much as we talk about him.
Like, hey, we don't like you. Welcome in the show.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey. Probably wouldn't understand anything we're saying, so we'll be okay.
I'd bring him on.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana added a 2-run double in the frame as well, made it 3-0. And in the top of the 2nd, Brandon Guyer, the left-handed killer, hit a 2-run homer off Chris Sale. So all of a sudden, the Indians are up 5-0 on the best pitcher in baseball. Or one of the best pitchers in baseball. You know, opinions are your own. Some might say it's Corey Kluber. Others will say it's Kershaw or Max Scherzer.
Those are all good choices.
That's another conversation for another topic, though. So the Indians are up 5-0. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good night for the Tribe. Boston storms back and ties the game at 5 thanks to a Mitch Moreland 3-run homer, a Brock Holt RBI single, and newly acquired Eduardo Nunez from the Giants with the double tying the game up at 5. And Carlos Carrasco doesn't even get out of the 2nd inning.
No. Wow.
Game remains tied until the 5th inning when Edwin Encarnacion hits a 2-run homer to make it 7-5. I believe it was in the bottom of the 5th inning that Austin Jackson made his catch of the year, and I wish we had the audio on it. My bad for not getting that.
Let me go find it. We used it Wednesday on Love of the Game, so
okay.
I can
well, as you're looking that up, basically, if you had not seen the catch already, and I'm sure you have, but in case you haven't, Hanley Ramirez is hitting for the Red Sox, hits a deep drive to center field. Okay.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you. It looks like we got a phone call.
Oh, okay. Put him on.
This is Columbus Clippers Live. How's it going? Columbus Clippers Live. What's going on? Oh, listen. Look who it is.
I couldn't let you guys have all the fun this morning.
Is that the Wolfman?
It is.
That's
It
the
is.
Wolfman.
What is my?
I was checking you out, Screwy Louie, on Periscope.
Oh,
You were. How do I look? How do I look today? Do I look Wolfman worthy?
You do. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Oh,
Thank you.
Look like,
How's
look like you can be on TV and not just radio.
You're saying that I have a face for TV?
You do today.
Thank you.
You been day drinking, Wolfman?
I know.
Bug off. Bug off, Gary. Bug off.
I
That's
really
funny.
haven't, but yeah, I mean, if I'm just like passing out compliments to Screwy Lou, you know something's got to be up.
Oh yeah, it's almost like no, it's not quite as crazy as giving me a compliment, but
The
it's up
jealousy in the room, I feel it.
Yeah, I mean, the G-Rap's not getting any compliments from me.
Wolfman, we're talking right now about that crazy game the Indians and the Red Sox had in Boston on Tuesday, the one where the final score was 12-10 Red Sox. And we were just talking about the Austin Jackson catch where he flipped over the wall in center field.
Oh, I'm glad I called him right now then.
Yeah. I want to ask you, out of all the out of all the catches you've seen over the years in baseball, where do you think that ranks for you? Because for me, that's like right up there at the top.
Oh, it's going to be a fight.
See, yeah. G-Rob already knows my answers because we talked about this earlier in the week. I'm not on the same opinion of most people, I feel.
Really?
So, yeah, so when I was told that this was Catch of the Year, or Catch of the Year candidate at least, I then check it out, and I'm like, that's a good catch. It definitely is. But to me, it's not Catch of the Year candidacy. Now, again, I don't have all the catches right in front of me, so I can't go into exactly where I would rank it this year. Like I said, I think it was a good catch. I don't think it was this miraculous catch or anything like that. I've seen Kenny Lofton make multiple catches better than that.
Okay. The one catch when I think Kenny Lofton comes to mind is the one he made in '96 against Baltimore against B.J. Suroff. Scaled the wall in center field, brought a ball back that was a good 3 feet over the wall, and pretty much did it all in one motion, timing the jump and making the catch.
You know, Screwy Louie is going to have that off the top of his head. That's why I love him. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great catch.
He knows, like he could tell you not only who is pitching to Kenny Lofton, but he will give you the pitch count and how many strikes that pitcher has.
I'm pretty sure the count against B.J. Suroff when he was robbed by Kenny Lofton was 3-0, because the announcer said, "Let's see if they give Suroff the green light," and announcer only says that before a 3-0 pitch is thrown. You never see a pitcher
it's like
1-2 pitch. Let's see if he has the green light to swing.
I was kind of joking, but that just proves my point. He's truly one of a kind.
Shit. As far as this year goes, Wolfman,
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with you and say that was one of the better catches this year.
Oh, I think it was. I'm not saying it wasn't this year. Again, I don't have all the catches in front of me, so I don't know if I can put that number one on the best catch of the year. But I mean, obviously, you got to put that in top 10.
Now, I will say, obviously, everyone knows about Willie Mays' catch in the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
There was Jim Edmonds, when he was still playing with the Angels, made a remarkable catch, pretty much over the shoulder, full-on dive back to home plate.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of the more remarkable catches I've seen.
Yeah.
As far as an actual, a lot of times you have to take in consideration the game situation in hand. I don't know if you guys remember. Remember Mark Burley when he threw his perfect game? Remember the catch that Dwayne Wise made in the 9th inning to save that? Where he was like, he leaped at the wall, robbed whoever it was of a home run.
That was out number 2, right?
It was in the 9th inning, and basically bobbled the ball as he came back down, but eventually kept it into his glove.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the game situation goes, that's one of the more remarkable plays I've seen.
Yeah.
Because I remember
this catch was being able to protect the score. That goes into how great of a catch this was just in the moment.
Yeah, the Willie Mays catch, I mean, everyone knows about it. But what made it remarkable for that was that you were playing in the Polo Grounds, and it's like 450 feet to center field where Willie Mays makes that catch. It's in the World Series. It's game 1. It's tied in the 8th inning. The Indians had a runner on second base. But what everyone forgets about that is that Willie Mays, after he made the catch, he turned around and he threw a strike to second base. All the way from the Polo Grounds wall, which he was a good 450 feet away from home plate when he made that catch.
Yeah, just a bullet.
Right. I think I've got the audio from the Austin Jackson catch. I just remembered on the computer end of it, I uploaded it on Wednesday, but for some reason it came up as 0 seconds, so nothing's on there. But I've got it on my phone right here in a hot second.
Oh, yeah. You done messed up on that.
I know. All right, here we go. Here's the Austin Jackson play.
Andre, switch hitter at bat. There's a long fly ball. Deep center field. Jackson's back. He leads. He made an unbelievable catch. He flipped into the bullpen. Did he hang on? That's the only question at this point. He sure did. What a play by Austin Jackson. That just might be the play of the year.
Not bad.
The look on Haley Ramirez's face was like priceless. He just couldn't help but smile. He was like, "Well, you got me there, bud."
Yeah, I liked watching the coaches in the pitching bullpen or whatever where it was, just like being shocked by it, and then he's toppling over and they don't know if he's even okay.
Yeah, the bullpen is going to be right away. They're going to throw their hands up in the air if he drops the ball. But there's a great camera angle that I loved that was right behind the wall. And obviously he secured it the entire way down. But like nobody in the bullpen really moved. I think Craig Kimbrell looked over and just kind of like glanced. It was a phenomenal
They acted
reaction.
like they'd seen it happen 1,000 times before.
I know.
Yeah, they really did.
Maybe they were probably lacking excitement because of their own team being robbed of a run, but
yeah.
Not even like the jaw drop, like crap. All right, we got about 30 seconds when we get back from the break. We will wrap up the crazy game in Boston on Tuesday and talk about the Indians and the Yankees from the past 2 nights. You are listening to ScoreNR.com. This is Columbus Clippers Live.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Nasty Sports Bar in Reynoldsburg is under new management. Located at 6150 East Main Street, the home for Taco Tuesday is rejuvenated and the home for great food and family fun. Nasty Sports Bar is a great place for happy hour, serving $2 domestics, $3 glasses of wine, and $5 appetizers. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 614-864-2827 to find out the daily specials. Nasties. Great food, family fun, with a cool name.
Listen to ScoreOnAir.com for your chance to win. Every Friday, we will be giving away a prize pack, and here's how you can qualify. Send us a message with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth to our Facebook or Twitter accounts. Just search Your Score on Air, or you can call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to win. It's that easy. A new winner will be selected every Friday at 7 p.m. This is your home for the new generation of sports talk radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
Does your son or daughter struggle with nerves when it comes to competing in sports? If so, it's important to know that this is perfectly normal. In fact, professional athletes struggle with the very same anxieties that your son or daughter does while competing. Nerves are a result largely because of cognitive appraisals, and what that means is how we perceive things often dictates how our bodies will respond. You might want to think of this as fight or flight. In fact, when I work with athletes, I ask them, do they view pressure situations as challenges or do they see them as threats? If they view them as challenges, they often gain confidence, sharpen their focus, and become even more motivated to succeed. But if they see the situation as threatening, that's when anxiety creeps in and usually compounds matters. So it's important that you look at skills that can help, including deep breathing, using imagery, and reminding your child of the importance of positive self-talk.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BR BeOnAir.com.
Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Are you looking for a new career? Not just a job, but a fulfilling career? If you want to work in media, radio, television, sports broadcasting, or film and video production, you need to check out the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus today. Their updated radio and television broadcasting program will even have you ready to work in a field you'll love in just 8 months. Stop by the Ohio Media School's audio and video studios today to see it for yourself. Visit BeOnAir.com. That's BeOnAir.com.
The Ohio Media School presents the inaugural Mastermind Exhibition, brought to you by the Pixel Design Group, Thursday, August 17th, 2017, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This year's theme is BYOA, Bring Your Own Audience. As a media professional or someone aspiring to be one, you don't want to miss the 3 breakout sessions at Mastermind Exhibition, led by top-notch media professionals that will teach you how to digitize your brand, entertain your audience, and find your audience. For more information and to RSVP for this free event, call 614-655-5250 and follow us on all social media platforms. Act now. Seats are limited.
Do you like talking Buckeyes?
Yes! Oh my God!
So do we. Just not all the time.
We're home for the largest variety of sports talk. This is the new generation of sports talk radio. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Everybody, this is ScoreOnAir.com. I am your host, Corey Irwin, a.k.a. The Beard, and you're listening to NBA Slam. I'm here with even more people. Why don't you introduce yourselves? We have Big Cass in the back. Introduce.
What's up? Big Cass here.
How about your show?
Pro Football Blitz tomorrow, 4 o'clock. There's a huge guest tomorrow, so tune in.
Huge guest tomorrow. What time?
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Welcome back into Columbus Clippers live on ScoreOnAir.com. The Score, the new generation of sports talk radio. Screwy Louie in here with G-Rob. And we went into break. We were in the middle of the Indians-Red Sox game from Tuesday. Indians were up 7-5. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Boston explodes for 4 runs off a Mookie Betts single and an Eduardo Nunez 3-run double. Stays that way until the 8th when Carlos Santana hits a solo home run. Go to the 9th inning. The Indians are down 9-8. Craig Kimbrel on the mound. I screwed that up so bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, I do that often.
Kimbrel was on the mound for the Red Sox. Game over, right? Not so fast. Francisco Lindor, leading off the 9th inning, ties the game up with a solo home run. Indians remarkably get the bases loaded. They have 2 outs. And then a wild pitch happens. They take a 10-9 lead. But it was a back-and-forth game, and I had a bad feeling about it going into the 9th inning. Cody Allen on the hill. Fast forward, 2 on, 2 outs. Christian Vasquez, 3-run homer to center field to give Boston the 12-10 win. It was just one of those back-and-forth games where like you wanted to have the last at bat in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And Boston had it, and they got it. Wednesday, their game was rained out. They will make that up on August 14th in Boston at 6:10. That was a common off day for the 2 teams, so that was agreed upon. So the Indians desperately needed a win Thursday night, coming back home on a 3-game losing streak. Got the best guy to do it in Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber, we'll get into him here shortly. He was absolutely dominant. Beat Sonny Gray, who was making his Yankee debut. Indians win this game 5-1. Yankees make 3 errors in the first inning, which lead to 2 Indians runs. Yan Gomes has a 2-run double. Francisco Lindor a solo home run. The only blemish for Corey Kluber, solo home run to Gary Sanchez. Kluber, 3rd complete game of the year, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. His 12th straight game with 8 or more strikeouts. We'll dive into that here in a little bit. Kluber lifetime against the Yankees in 6 starts, 4-1 with a 1.71 ERA in 42 innings pitched. So not bad there either. Friday, the Indians beat the Yankees again 7-2. Another Yankee pitcher making his debut was Jaime Garcia, who they acquired from Minnesota, who came over to the Yankees after being acquired from the the Twins acquired him from the Braves. He made 1 start for Minnesota and then was traded again.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks, I guess, is what Jaime said on the way out the door. Hey, 1 start.
Yep. Trevor Bauer, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a home run allowed. Indians took a 2-0 lead in the 2nd inning on an Austin Jackson RBI double and a pass ball by Gary Sanchez. Added to that with a Michael Brantley RBI single in the 3rd. Brandon Guyer came on to score on a throwing error, but I don't actually know if it's credit. I just put it as a single. I didn't say that he had an RBI because Brandon Guyer scored on a throwing error by Aaron Judge.
Gotcha.
Encarnacion sac fly made it 4-0. Todd Frazier got the Yankees on the board in the 5th with a solo home run, which, by the way, if you see that pitch, had no business going out. It was out of the strike zone, had like a 41% chance of being hit alone, and he hit it out of the ballpark. it should not have been a home run.
What part of the park did he hit it to?
Right field opposite. It was opposite field shot for him.
I figured, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, that pitch isn't get over. That pitch will not get over the left field wall in Cleveland. And then Michael Brantley's 2nd RBI single of the night made it 5-1, and then the Indians added another run on a wild pitch. Edwin Encarnacion capped the scoring in the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees got 1 run in the 9th. Final score 7-2. Also good news for the Indians last night. The Royals lost at home, so now the Indians have their largest lead in the division this year at 3.5 games up on Kansas City.
Nice.
Danny Salazar will start today versus Jordan Montgomery. Salazar in his 2 starts since returning from the DL is 1-0 with a 1.38 ERA and 16 strikeouts in 13 innings. He has only allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, including a home run, and 2 walks. Corey Kluber, I mentioned I'd talk about him. What we are seeing right now from Corey Kluber is just remarkable. We've seen good stuff from him in the past, but what he's doing right now has put him into rarefied air.
Wolfman, I want to get his take on Kluber real quick. Being the fantasy baseball player.
Is he still on?
You still here, Wolfman?
Oh, I'm still on.
Okay, I thought so.
I never leave.
No kidding. All right. I actually made it funny. So, being the fantasy baseball player that you are, how valuable is he right now as either like a daily player or a season-long asset?
As far as daily fantasy goes, you're taking him every single start. I don't care who he's playing against. You're just taking him.
Okay.
I would say in the last 3 or 4 starts that you've gotten out of him, at least in my current league, he's in between a 20 to 30 point player. Just for that day. The last game it was, I think, 31 points.
Wow.
The unfortunate thing though is I had both Kluber going against Sonny Gray, and then Sonny Gray got the loss, obviously. So that kind of hurt me. But when Kluber gets you 31 points, you don't care.
No.
So,
okay.
He's absolutely dominant stuff right now. I mean, it's at the perfect time.
Nice. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you, Louie. I just knew we had the expert on the phone, so I wanted to take advantage of that.
The fantasy baseball expert, mind you.
Absolutely.
So, as I mentioned before, Corey Kluber now has 12 straight games of 8 or more strikeouts. That joins the list of Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, and Nolan Ryan is the only pitchers to ever do that. Strikeout totals, in case you're wondering, go 11, 12, 14, 12, 8, 10, 12, 13, 11, 10, 8, and 10.
Like the lowest one is 8, like twice. That's like a bad day at the office for him.
Yeah. Over the 12 starts, 1.77 ERA and a .78 WHIP.
Oof.
86 in a third innings. He has amassed 131 strikeouts against 15 walks. He's got a 40.9% strikeout rate and an MLB leading 18.9 swinging strike percentage. Opposing hitters are hitting a paltry 1.72 against him.
Wow. Man, that is something else.
That's perfect for the playoffs.
That is what you need from Corey Kluber.
You get two other average starters.
Consistency from the roster.
But he's always got that game face. He's never rattled, or at least you never see it.
Oh no, he has. I mean, have you seen that that meme where it's like 20 different pictures of different emotions of Corey Kluber, and it's exactly the same face every single time?
Yes, be like happy, straight face, depressed, straight face. I killed someone, straight face. My son was just born, straight face.
Who do you fear more, Corey Kluber or Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson went all the way across the world. I would fear Liam Neeson. Actually, I wouldn't really fear Liam Neeson as much as I would fear his character from Taken.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Skills over Kluber's skills.
I'm not fearing Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay. He wasn't exactly the best Jedi Master. As the Phantom Menace was probably was the worst of all the Star Wars films.
Are you? Did I just hear a toilet flush?
What you heard, and I'm trying to actually protect the phone when that happens. So I'm outside of my mother and father-in-law's home, and they're right by a main road.
Okay.
So there's sometimes semis that are just coming by this like one-lane road, and it's terrifying.
I wonder if like Wolfman's like in-laws are like looking out the window, seeing him talk. Are you in your car?
No, I'm literally on their front porch.
Okay, so they're like you're not in your car like where they're like suspecting a drug deal's going down, are they?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, okay, we're good there. I just want to make sure because that could be like that might happen.
The ironic thing is I'm actually close to the team that actually just played Columbus last night, or that's playing them the whole weekend.
So you're up near Toledo then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I was actually looking at the schedule. I was gonna tell my wife when we were driving up last night that we should go to a game, and I was like, awesome, they're playing Columbus, and then I see that @ sign. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, they're in Columbus. Convenient.
Yeah, exactly. It's how convenient.
One more thing I want to hit on before we go to break. The Indians acquired Joe Smith at the trade deadline. He pitched for the Indians from 2009 to 2013. He's a very reliable relief pitcher. He has a 2.94 ERA this year. He had an ERA of 2.76 in his 5 seasons with the Indians. When we get back from break, we will delve into the Reds real quickly, and then we will talk about a certain someone throwing a complete game, as I teased earlier. You are listening to Columbus Clippers Live on ScoreNR.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts.
Fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to ScoreOnAir.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to ScoreOnAir.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. ScoreOnAir.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
OH.
ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio.
The Score.
NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling is looking for interns. Have you heard of Ric Flair? Well, this is the company that brought you Ric Flair before he went to the WWE, and we're looking for interns to work behind the scenes hand in hand with production, with audio, with video, and with podcasts and radio. Contact Damon Dury, the big dog, at 740-971-3968.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland, you'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to beonair.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you covered. You will receive training from professionals that are actually in the industry. The Ohio Media School will get you where you need to be for a successful career in this exciting, expanding field. To schedule a visit, call 614-655-5250 or go to beonair.com. Stop dreaming about a career in sports and make it a reality at the Ohio Media School.
You're listening to the home of heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping sports.
Broadcasting from Ohio Media School in the greatest city in the state.
In the greatest state in the country.
In the greatest country in the world.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com.
Welcome back into Columbus Clippers Live in the new generation of Sports Talk Radio, ScoreNet.com, The Score. We have something we've never had before, and I'm making this up as we go. Welcome into the Cincinnati Reds Happy Hour.
Oh.
I like it.
I like it.
We are calling this the Cincinnati Reds Happy Hour because they actually had a pretty decent week. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, and their pitching has not looked too bad either. What'd you say?
So that's what I need.
Oh, that bet's over with, but this is a nice change of pace.
No, it's not over with. There's no chance, right?
I want to say some good things about the Reds. So I'm going to say them here. They salvaged the last game in Miami on Sunday, so they didn't get swept in a 4-game series.
Would you look at that?
But wait. Then, dang it, computer.
There's more.
They took 2 of 3 from the Pirates. And then, last night, they beat the Cardinals 3-2. Notes.
They look like a real major league team.
It's crazy. Maybe, just maybe, if they keep this up, they will move up to 29th in team ERA in the major leagues. Maybe they will jump ahead of Baltimore. Maybe they'll get to 28th. Who knows?
Ooh.
Or maybe they'll just become the Reds again and start to suck. I don't know. We'll see.
If there's anything that I enjoy on this show, it's how blatantly honest we are with the Reds.
Look.
I kind of feel bad about it at times.
I don't. I have to give the people what they want, okay? It's like when I'm on Twitter.
Evan's a man of the people.
And I'm talking about Trevor Bauer. And people are like, oh, well, you hate Trevor Bauer, and you don't. Oh, so now you're sticking up to Trevor Bauer. Look, I've come to not trust the guy over the years because of his track record. It's as simple as that, okay? When he pitches well, like he has his last 2 times out, I will give credit where credit is due. Okay?
Yep. You're very fair about that.
If Michael Martinez was like... If Michael Martinez came in...
Wolfman, were you listening earlier?
And had a really good game...
You know what? It's funny because...
I would give credit where credit's due.
The very second for like 10 seconds that I was watching the Periscope, I saw you guys were talking about Michael Martinez, and that was enough for me to turn it on.
You turned it off. I don't blame you.
We spent an entire segment somehow
just complaining about Michael Martinez.
Why?
Because the man left 10 men on base last night.
10.
Like, bring up anyone from the Clippers, and they're gonna have a better track record than him.
Well, yeah, obviously. Bring up anyone in professional baseball that might have a better track record.
The bullpen catcher could have done a better job.
I'll take Tim Tebow before that. That's no joke.
Oh no, yeah, give me the Tebow.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Tebow's been killing it in St. Lucie, if I'm not mistaken.
He has been.
He
I would
has.
trust Johnny Manziel's baseball skills.
Manziel got drafted in the 26th round by the Padres. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Yes. Oh, there's Tebow's goofy-looking bio picture. His hat's a little cocked to the side. It's just so funny. Like the smile on it, everything is great.
The Reds still in last place. The NL Central is actually like a 4-team race now.
Tebow, by the way, 273 average right now in St. Lucie. 5 dingers, 22
Nice.
RBIs. He's a lot more productive than Michael Martinez.
Oh, heck yeah, he is.
Let's go 6 so far in St. Lucie. He had 14 in Columbia. Yeah. Would you be down for a Martinez for Tebow trade?
Oh, in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I would take it.
I would take
Absolutely.
it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want Tebow at the big league club, but I'll take that trade.
Yeah.
Keep him in Columbus for the rest of his career.
It's fine with me.
Oh, that'd be great.
Although I don't know what the whole being a Buckeye country, is that a good idea?
Well, him and our football coach are best friends, so.
That's true. Okay.
Were you going to say Wolfman before we interrupted you?
Clippers yet?
Huh?
Clippers. You guys talk about it yet?
Yeah, we spent the first hour talking about the Clippers.
You talk about tonight being Diamond Dog Night?
Yes.
Yeah, we mentioned
It's a Diamond Dog Night at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
That is great. Bartolo Colon. You know him. I know him. We all know him. We all love him.
Whatever.
Except for Gary. You love Bartolo Colon. Don't you lie.
No, I don't.
Don't you lie to me, Gary. You love Bartolo Colon.
There's never been more truth come out of my mouth than right now.
You regret.
I hate Bartolo.
You regret letting Bartolo Colon go. Because last night, the 44-year-old fireball threw a complete game for the Twins.
How?
The oldest pitcher since Jamie Moyer did it in 2010.
Can I have
at the
another
age of
Let's Get
47.
Jack segment this week? Like, what?
No. He is the oldest American League pitcher to throw a 9-inning complete game since Nolan Ryan did it in 1992.
My gosh.
The oldest right-hander to accomplish the feat since Charlie Howe in 1994, or Howe in 94. For the record, Colon's first career complete game came over 20 years ago on July 28th, 1997.
I was 11.
And he lost that game, believe it or not. He lost that game 2-0.
I just
no run support.
I just Googled Bartolo Colon, and the first thing that comes up from Yahoo Sports is Bartolo Colon's complete game win puts him in company with Nolan Ryan. I just want to shoot myself.
It was the 10th organization that Colon has picked up a win for. One shy of the Major League record. I'm not sure who holds that record. We can look that up right now. That'd have been good for show prep.
Make some room on that Mount Rushmore for Bartolo.
Most wins. Wait, I don't want to question this. Like most clubs having won a game with. Maybe.
Mine didn't work. I did Bartolo Colon 10 wins with different clubs.
What MLB pitcher has won a game with 11 teams?
There we go.
Most franchises played for. Well, oh geez. Octavio Dutel played for 13 teams. You know what? It's probably Edwin Jackson.
I could see that.
What is that noise?
Wolfman, are you running a 5K over there?
I'm not. I'm trying to cover up the phone so the wind doesn't come over so bad.
All right, let's see. Let's look at Edwin Jackson here. He won with the Dodgers, the Rays, the Tigers, the Diamondbacks,
4,
the White Sox,
5,
St. Louis,
6,
Washington,
7,
the Cubs,
8,
Atlanta,
9, oh,
San Diego,
10.
Washington.
Wow.
No, wait, we already said Washington.
Oh.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's That's still quite impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh.
Edwin Jackson has not defeated the Braves or the Padres, which is kind of weird. But he's defeated every other team at least once.
Bartolo Colon just last year, whoever he beat, he's beat all 30 teams at least once.
Looks like he hasn't defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks as of January of this year.
He did throw a no-hitter with the Diamondbacks, though.
Yeah.
147 pitches in that no-hitter against Tampa Bay.
Holy crap.
Also undefeated against Father Time is Ichiro Suzuki. He moved into 22nd place all-time on the all-time hits list yesterday, passing Craig Biggio with hit number 3,061.
Huh.
I just look at him. Every time I look at Ichiro's stats, I just wonder what his major league numbers would look like if he came over to the States sooner.
Oh, they'd be disgusting.
You know, I'm not a fan of Ichiro.
Of course you're not. I knew that was...
How much time do we have?
We're going to have to take a quick break, but I look forward to debating this when we get back. I might be in Toledo by the time the show's over. We'll see. You're listening to Columbus Clippers Live on the new generation of Sports Talk Radio, ScoreNR.com, The Score.
This is Reflog 18, and you are listening to Score on Air.
Hey guys, Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Get the training you need to get a job you will love. The Ohio Media School has classes in radio, television, sports broadcasting, and film and video production. Visit BeOnAir.com today to get started. That's BeOnAir.com.
What's good, Big Game James?
How you feeling, D.O. Jr.?
My guy, I'm super excited. High school sports is starting back, man.
Man, I'm even more excited because we got this new show starting. Tell the people what we doing, D.O. Jr.
Man, we starting the Central Ohio High School Showcase, the COHSS.
That's right. We're covering football, basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball, and track and field. If it's in season, we on it.
Hey, you know we do this for the kids, man. You can listen live by going to ScoreOnAir.com via the TuneIn app or watch us streaming live by going to the Score On Air YouTube channel,
the COHSS, giving you nothing less, showcasing Central Ohio's best.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
Probably not a week goes by where we don't hear of some story in the sports world about an athlete using steroids or some other performance-enhancing drug. Unfortunately, a lot of these same stories have trickled down to youth sports, and we see an increasing number of kids turning to different means and measures to help improve their sport performance. Steroids, HGH, and even some of the ADHD drugs like Vyvanse, Adderall, and Ritalin have been used to improve focus and on-field performance. It's important that parents watch what their kids are taking, especially when it comes to nutritional supplements. Keep in mind, these are not governed by the FDA, and in many cases, we don't have enough research to tell whether there will be long-term negative effects. Train right, eat right, do moderate weight training and solid cardio work, and you'll be in the best position to get the most out of your youth sport experience.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BeOnAir.com.
The Score wants to make you, a winner. Each week, ScoreOnAir.com is giving away a prize pack that'll knock your socks off.
Ouch, hey, that hurt.
How? First of all, like us on Facebook, and every Monday we will pin up a post to the top of our feed, updating you on what the week's prize and contest details are. Now here, take your socks back. A winner will be selected every week at 7 p.m. Friday on our combat sports show, Tyson's Punch-Out. So give us a call or text to get qualified. This is your home for the new generation of Sports Talk Radio and weekly prize giveaways. Here's how to qualify. Message us on Facebook at Your Score on Air or Twitter, also at Your Score on Air with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth. Or you can just simply call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to qualify to win T-shirts, sporting memorabilia, and more. This is your home for the new generation of Sports Talk Radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score. The Ohio Media School wants you to be part of the first ever Mastermind exhibition on August 17th, 2017 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the Columbus campus. We are teaming up with experts in radio, television, and digital media to help you identify, entertain, and leverage an audience to promote your personal brand. This year's theme is BYOA, Bring Your Own Audience. Don't miss the first ever Mastermind exhibition on August 17th, 2017 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Ohio Media School.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio in Columbus. Online sports radio, WSOA ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
The Cincinnati Reds notched a 9-1 win over the Pirates on Tuesday, August 1st. Rookie right fielder Jesse Winker contributed by swatting his first home run in the Bigs. This was the fourth time the Reds' number 6 prospect has been called up this season, and Winker retired in 1974 with a record of 95, 17, and 4. He was known as one of the holy trinity of Notre Dame's coaches, along with Newt Rockne and Frank Leahy. This has been Monger Squiz with your Score Center update.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio in Columbus. Online sports radio, WSOA ScoreOnAir.com, the score.
Welcome back into Columbus Clippers Live here on the new generation of sports talk radio, ScoreOnAir.com, the score. Before we went to break, we were talking about the legendary Bartolo Colon and his masterful performance against the Twins last night.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, calm down over there. You do not have to start chanting Bartolo, Bartolo, Bartolo.
That's something you never got to worry about, I promise.
No, you need to stop doing that, please. It's annoying me. We mentioned Ichiro passing Craig Biggio for 22nd on the all-time hits list, and I'd asked about what would Ichiro's numbers look like if he'd come over to the States sooner. But before we get to that, I just want to hit on another thing. Adrian Beltre got his 3,000th hit this week.
Yes.
Congratulations to him. Just a very consistent player. 31st player overall to reach that milestone. He's the first player from the Dominican Republic to reach 3,000 hits. He's the 5th player born outside the United States to do it, joining Ichiro, Rod Carew, Rafael Palmeiro, and Roberto Clemente. And he's just the 3rd player, along with George Brett and Wade Boggs, to record 3,000 hits while playing more than half his games at third base. Remarkably, through his age 30 season, Beltre was just a 270 hitter with the 105 OPS plus. Since then, he's hitting 310 with the 134 OPS plus.
You know what really impresses me is his swing is, I mean, it's so powerful. Like,
Right.
The guy is incredibly strong, but like he goes down to a knee essentially each time he swings the bat, and compiling a 310 average, like you said, since age 30, doing that is, I mean, that's impressive. Even hitting 270 the way he swings the bat is just like ridiculous to me.
It's consistency with Adrian Beltre over the years. It just continually to perform at a high level.
Yeah. Don't touch the top of his head, though.
No, do not touch the top of his head. That's one of the funniest things in baseball is when someone touches Adrian Beltre's head.
Yeah.
He gets mad about that for whatever reason.
What's that?
What's the deal with that?
He just hates it. It's just one of them things that he hates. You know, I mean, I'm trying to think of something that I hate that much.
I hate being poked.
Okay.
I hate being poked. Like, if you want me to come, like, in fist of fury, just, like, poke me. I don't like it. Don't you dare poke me when we leave the studio, Gary. I swear. Bad things will happen to you if you try to
You
poke
really
me.
shouldn't have told me that.
I'm telling you now because you're not in the studio, so I'm safe for a week at least.
Yeah, for a week. I don't forget.
I know you don't. And I also don't forget what you said about Ichiro. And I want to know, why does Ichiro not impress you, Wolfman?
Oh, no. See, don't get me wrong. It's not that he doesn't impress me.
What's that?
Here's my beef with Ichiro. Is in 2001, he came into the league as a rookie.
Okay.
He was not a rookie. I mean, he played phenomenal baseball in Japan. But yet he's able to come into the States and perform as a rookie and be able to get the Rookie of the Year award over someone like CC Sabathia. That's my problem.
So you're saying
That's
you're
not a horrible point. I was expecting to not be impressed with your thought process at all.
I can see that. So you basically, what you're telling me is you're saying that if you've played professionally somewhere else for, say, X number of years, or your like ages, whatever, that you don't deserve to be you don't deserve to be eligible for Rookie of the Year. Am I correct?
No, that's absolutely correct, because he played professional baseball just in a different country.
Right.
Okay.
But he did it at a phenomenal level there.
Oh yeah, he was very good in Japan.
He started. He pitched in the All-Star game in Japan in 1996. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Huh. I'm gonna go look up his Japan stats now.
So Ichiro was 27 when he made his major league debut. Okay. I'm pulling up the voting for. That's not what I want.
He dominated the voting.
He had 1,278 hits in Japan, 353 career batting average, 7 Gold Glove awards in Japan. Yeah. Well established.
So Ichiro won AL Rookie of the Year, as we mentioned. Interesting enough, CC Sabathia was second.
Mm-hmm.
Alfonso Soriano was third. And then David Eckstein was fourth.
I remember little David Eckstein. He's like 5'6" and.
Do you guys remember who won NL Rookie of the Year in that year? In 2001? Do you remember?
I'm thinking.
He'll probably be the next guy to get to 3,000 hits.
Oh.
Probably do it sometime next year.
Oh, crap. Who's he play for?
Well, I tell you, it's just gonna. He plays for a team out in California, in the American League.
The American League
in Southern California.
The Angels?
I'm not telling you what team it is.
Mike Trout's not that close to that many hits.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the AL. We're talking about National League Rookie of the Year from 2001.
Oh, 2001. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, an order guy. Plays in Southern California for the Angels. He's got to play for the Angels. That's the only Southern California team in the AL. I'm trying to. Trout plays for the Angels, and like nobody else on that team. Whatever.
Took you long enough.
Stupid.
Dang, took you long enough. Seriously.
Oh my gosh, I feel ashamed now. Yeah, he definitely did. He's still the machine.
Wolfman, do you know who he's talking about finally, or did you already figure out? I just didn't say anything.
No, I let the baseball guys do their thing.
Albert Pujols, I will say it for you, Gary.
Oh yeah, Albert Pujols, man. You know, he's a guy that you think is basically retired.
See, that's funny because I feel the same way, but like his last couple years worth of numbers aren't terrible. Like they're actually pretty decent.
I felt like last year's numbers were awful.
Let me go look again. I don't think they're bad at all. Like I thought exactly the same thing.
He's dipped since he went to Anaheim, but I mean, you're gonna expect that with age. There's gonna be a lack of production.
Yeah, let's see here. So 2016, where are we at? All right, 268 last year. So, I mean, not typical Pujols stuff, but like 244 the year before, 272. The home run totals in 15 were good at 40, 16, 31, 14, 28, 13, 17, 12, 30. Drove in 119 runs last year. Like, very quietly. Like, we're in the same boat, Wolfman. Like, I didn't think he did anything in L.A. the last couple of years.
You know Albert Pujols was drafted in the 13th round?
Wow.
How did he slip that far down? Unreal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at Aaron Judge this year.
He came over in a trade, didn't he?
No.
No, it was talks.
Aaron Judge was actually the compensation pick the Yankees got for Nick Swisher.
That's right.
That's who they took with their compensation pick was Aaron Judge.
Man, drafted in the 13th round out of community college. Okay. Went to high school in Missouri. Yeah, so I mean the whole playing in St. Louis thing was obviously big.
It makes sense now why the Cardinals drafted him.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that actually he went to community college in
Maple Woods Community College in Kansas City. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not realize that. So.
Huh.
Good for him, and he'll probably be the 32nd player to get to 2,000 or 3,000 hits. He's at 2,911 right now. That was as of a few days ago.
2918 it looks like on Baseball Reference. So yeah, he's close. Yeah.
So probably won't hit it this year, but he'll definitely hit it at some point next year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He'll join that elite club of guys who have hit 600 home runs and have had 3,000 hits.
All right, we've got about a minute and a half left.
A couple more things I want to hit on, I guess, before we end the show. Yu Darvish won his Dodgers debut last night.
Where was this all year for Texas? If you're a Rangers fan, you've just got to look at that and be like, what?
I did some math on this. The Dodgers right now, they are 36 games ahead of the Giants.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're on pace. Now, granted, okay, the Dodgers are on pace to win about 114 games right now. Who knows if they keep up that pace or not? However, though, they're pacing right now to finish 51 games ahead of the Giants.
I think the craziest part of that division is Arizona is a really good team this year.
Yeah.
They're 14 back. 14.
Well, you know the Dodgers are like 7 games ahead of like the next best team in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
It's insane. And they're like 13 or 14 games ahead of the Nationals, who have the second best record in the NL.
Right.
It's remarkable what the Dodgers are doing this year. The question, though, has to be, they really don't have any pitchers on that staff who have a good track record in the postseason or a proven track record. So you've just got to wonder, like...
The bullpen helped. They went and got Tony Watson and the other lefty.
It helps, but
yeah.
I can't really sit here and say, like, oh, the Dodgers are the prohibitive favorites.
Yeah, it's tough because Kershaw, as good as he is, and he's going to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion, has never pitched well in the playoffs, ever.
Like, you look at the teams in the playoffs right now with the rosters they have constructed, Cleveland and the Cubs are the teams that have the proven track record.
Yes.
The Nationals have not proven it. They've never gotten out of the first round. The Dodgers have never gotten to the World Series.
What's that?
The Dodgers are kind of like the Cubs of last year.
That's not a terrible reference either. Yeah, the Cubs were head and shoulders above everyone last year.
They
At
were,
least
yeah.
record-wise, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. We will see. A lot of baseball left to be played, though, so who knows what's going to happen.
Wolfman, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure as always. We hope to see your...
I'm going to go get in the pool now.
Oh, I like it. I hope to see your smiling face in this studio next week. What do you got going on the rest of the weekend? Besides laying out at the pool.
Toledo for the whole weekend.
Okay. Get yourself some rays out there at the pool.
Yeah, I guess they're chucking corn right now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Louis, what do you got going on this weekend, brother?
Gonna go to Cleveland tonight, watch the Indians take on the Yankees, and hopefully we get Indians victory.
Nice. Yeah, it's just a weekend full of work for me. I finally got my car back from the mechanic yesterday. I don't think I told you yet, Jeff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me.
So I got the water pump, the timing belt, the alignment, and a tire put on this time around. And it only cost me $635. And then they actually went ahead and did the tie rod for the tires. So that was an additional $110 they didn't tell me about until I got there to pick it up. So,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's so nice of them.
It's always a nice little surprise. But the car's safe. It still needs a wheel bearing. It's still a little bit loud, but the alignment's good. I'm not going to lose power on the way home, so Evan doesn't have to fear for his life, or if you ever get in the car again, which I don't think you're going to. But
no, I pretty much made that decision in life.
That's fair. That's not a bad decision at all. But yeah. Thanks so much for everyone out there listening. You've been listening to Columbus Clippers Live. We'll be right back right here at 11 o'clock next Saturday. This is the new generation of Sports Talk Radio, ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland, you'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to BeOnAir.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you a sports fan?